Hey, before you focus on specs or size, let me ask you something real. When was the last time you sat down to watch something and felt it instead of just watching it? That disconnect between your screen and your emotion disappears the first week you live with the TCL 98QM7K. This is for the kind of person who doesn't just want a big screen, you want presence. You notice muted shadows, washed out highlights, sound that feels flat instead of layered. You're tired of TVs that look impressive on paper but never pull you into the moment. You want depth, dimension, and performance that respects the story. Before you scroll to comparisons, check the current price and availability. A 98-inch mini LED QLED with this level of clarity and immersive audio doesn't sit quietly once people hear how transformative it feels in a real room. You probably remember the exact moment you realized your old setup was holding you back. Maybe action scenes felt washed out. Maybe dark details vanished into gray. Maybe every big moment felt compressed instead of expansive. That's when you stop telling yourself it's fine and start knowing it's time for something that actually matches the way you experience content. Once the TCL 98QM7K becomes your centerpiece, everything shifts. Blacks stay deep without crushing detail. Bright highlights pop without glare washing them out. Motion feels fluid at 120 to 144 Hz so fast scenes don't blur or smear. Dolby Atmos paired with Onkyo audio doesn't just play sound, it places it around you, above you, behind you, so every scene feels intentional. You stop adjusting brightness and audio and just live the moment. You feel it during movie nights when everything feels cinematic instead of flat. You feel it during game sessions where every shadow and highlight finally matters. You feel it during everyday streaming where upscaling and picture processing turn even lower-res content into something that feels sharp and immersive. Even casual shows start sounding richer because the audio doesn't just come out of speakers, it fills the space with dimension. This isn't about a list of numbers anymore. It's about how whole everything feels together, visuals and sound working in harmony so nothing fights for attention. Once you experience that kind of cohesion, going back to weaker screens feels like stepping backward in time. If you're even a little tempted, don't wait around for random price swings or stock works. Displays this capable, especially in this size class, get claimed fast by people who want real presence, not just scale. You might wonder if 98 inches is too much for your room. That doubt fades the moment you see how the anti-reflective screen keeps brightness and clarity strong even with ambient light. The way the mini LED backlight balances deep contrast and vivid color makes every frame feel intentional instead of washed out. The surprise benefit is how comfortable everything becomes. Setup feels natural instead of daunting. Menus feel responsive. You press play and suddenly your space feels more like a theater without wrestling settings or adjustments. Images feel vibrant and deep motion stays smooth and natural. Every scene feels dimensional. Onkyo audio feels spacious and enveloping. You stop adjusting settings constantly. It's not just another generic big TV. It's not something you'll outgrow quickly at some point. Endless comparisons just stall you. You already know which experience keeps coming back in your mind. Choosing it is how you finally move past compromise and into real enjoyment. Don't let this upgrade become one you delay and then regret every time your current setup feels less than it should. If you're ready for visuals and sound that finally fit your space and expectations, check availability now and make that leap with confidence.